let's dive into something that I'm willing to bet every single person in a customer-facing role has experienced. We're talking about how to skillfully and, politely take back control of a conversation from a customer who just will not stop talking.
Oh, you know that feeling, right? You're on the phone, you've got the solution ready to go, but you're basically a verbal hostage. The customer's on their third lap telling the same story, and you just cannot see an opening. It's so frustrating, and it completely stalls your ability to actually help them. What's really cool is how we can frame this whole thing. Let's think of it as the jumping rope challenge. It's a great metaphor. The customer's monologue, that's the spinning rope. And your job, it's to find that perfect split-second moment to jump in without getting totally tripped up. And this perfectly illustrates what's at stake here. I mean, it's a real balancing act, right? On one hand, if you jump in too early, you trip. The customer feels cut off, they feel ignored, and they might even get angry. But on the other hand, if you wait too long, well, the rope basically stops spinning and you've lost all your momentum. You've lost control of the call. So yeah, that is the million-dollar question, isn't it? How do you nail that timing every single time so you can turn that monologue into a really productive conversation? Well, the solution is a pretty simple but incredibly powerful technique. And it's not about being aggressive or rude, not at all. It's all about being confident and helpful. The technique is called the assertive interjection. And honestly, it's just as straightforward as it sounds. It's a really easy technique. You're not forcing your way in. Instead, you're just listening, really listening for that natural pause, when the customer takes a breath. And then you just smoothly slide in to direct the flow. Okay, so how do we actually put this into practice? Well, mastering this whole thing really just comes down to 3 key components: getting the timing right, using the right tone of voice, and of course, saying the right words. So here's the playbook. First, you just listen. And I don't mean just hearing them. I mean you're hunting for that tiny gap, that little moment they inhale to start their next sentence. Second, your tone is everything. It has to be friendly, it has to be confident. Any tiny hint of annoyance is going to completely undermine you. And third, you need to have your words ready to go, a simple phrase that lets you take the wheel. And this is a perfect example of what those words could be. Let's just break down why this works so well. You know what? That's a gentle pattern interrupt. I can help you with this. That shows you've listened and you are ready to take action. And then let's start with your rental agreement number. Bam! That gives a clear, direct, and immediate next step. You've just become the guide. Okay, so let's put all the pieces together. Remember, this isn't some complex psychological trick. It's just a simple, repeatable process for turning a one-way rant into a two-way resolution. So here it is. This is your mental checklist for the next time you find yourself in that jumping rope challenge. 1. Wait for the pause. 2. Check your attitude, make sure it's friendly and assertive. And 3. Have your helpful words ready to go. Timing, attitude, words. That's the whole formula. And let's be absolutely crystal clear about the mindset here, because this is important. This technique is not about shutting the customer down. It's about guiding them. You're stepping in to lead them out of their frustration and toward the solution they called you for in the first place. Really, it's an act of service. So, by understanding this technique, you're no longer just a passive listener who's trapped in a conversation. Nope. You're an active guide. You're ready to make that perfect jump and lead your customer to a successful resolution.